Hi guys, how you guys doing? This is Tony again. As promised, we're back here talking about this Marvel Legends Wolverine once again. So over the weekend, many people have asked about this figure. There's so many things that people ask. I don't know which one to. I'm not. I don't even remember all the questions everyone have asked. I'll just try to go over as much as possible since the figures. I'm still working on the figure. Might as well share some thoughts with everyone who's interested in knowing more. If you have any question about this figure, feel free to ask. I really like it. It's a big improvement compared to all the other Marvel Legends Wolverine figure Hasbro have ever released. I have every single one of them, and until this point, 2023, they finally released a hidden pin version Wolverine. It's definitely, just that alone to me is definitely worth to get. I know some people keep on telling me that, well, it's the Mayfax one is still superior compared to the Marvel Legend, and I have to agree. Of course, for $140, you can't find it anywhere unless you pay a markup fee. It better be better. And of course, Mayfax is, yeah, it is nice. It is very, very nice. I have the yellow tiger suits too, and I don't know where I put it. I have so many of them, and after I work on it, I just kind of put it away. Anyways, let's get to the point. Many people want to know the most is how to do that hair. How to do those arm hair. Well, do you really have to have the arm hair on Wolverine? I don't know. I personally prefer the arm hair, but at the same time, it's your preference. I've been reading X-Men comic ever since I was very, very young. I'll be very, very honest. I have to admit, I never read a single word in there back then. I was just looking through pictures because English was not my first language. And I just kept on skipping through all the pages until I see Wolverine. I get really excited. And sadly, most of the time when I bought the comic, it's all because of the cover art. When they have Wolverine on it, I get it. And when I flip into it, there's barely any pictures. But there's one picture that really caught my attention. Oh, Alan asked if I can show off the Optimus Prime head. It looks perfect on Robotech Optimus. If I can find the figure, I forgot. I think I put it away somewhere. Maybe it's right there. Okay, I'll share it. Remind me a bit. Okay, let's talk about Wolverine first. Okay, I remember it was one of the Wizard magazine. I don't know if you guys remember. The Wizard magazine, the front cover is actually a Wolverine, and the front cover you can actually open it, flip open, like a Playboy book from back in the days. And on the other side is actually a Sabretooth. So I think from what I remember, Logan was actually trying to hide away from Sabretooth, and with Sabretooth just walking towards him. That was the picture from the Wizard magazine. And that picture, it just, it was a price guy. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it was. Exactly. And that magazine, Logan, Wolverine, he has so much arm hair. And I was fascinated by all the little hair detail the artist drew on him. I bought the magazine. I still have it somewhere in the garage. But it's really hard for me to find that exact picture on Google these days. I wish someone, if you find it, send it to me. I love that picture so much. And yeah, that picture, wow. I don't even remember who drew it. I could be wrong. I'm not trying to disrespect any artists out there. It might be Mark Silvestri. I forgot. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Jim Lee. But those arm hair, wow. It blew my mind. And that's how I remember Wolverine. He's short, he's buff, he has these big arms and lots of arm hair. I'm Asian, I'm like super Chinese, Taiwanese. I don't have any hair on my arm, not even under my armpit. I'm just gonna be honest with everyone there, you know, I'm just not a hairy guy. And for me to look at someone like that, like, to me, a little Chinese Asian guy, I thought that was really, really manly. Yes, it blew my mind. And there was also another X-Men cover. It was Logan, or was it him wearing, I don't think he was wearing a mask, but it was him holding Storm in the air, and they were kissing from what I remember. And he also have hairy arms too. So ever since then, I always want to have a Wolverine action figure that has a lot of hair on the arm. Now, any other previous Wolverine figure that Hasbro made before this version, I don't know if they ever sculpted the hair on it. Maybe they drew it. I forgot. I put all my Wolverine figure away. They were, ever since this one, any other one to me just not even worth touching nor look at. Okay, Alexandro. Yeah, so when this came out, sell for Mexico. Yeah, just message me. We'll talk. I know that Mafex, they drew the hair on it, nice and thin, lots of line. They look really good for what it is. To mimic something like this, I don't even know if this was drawn manually or was it print. I have to say it's very even. It's really nice. I would like it to be slightly curvy instead of just straight lines, but hey, it's all good, you know. And the good thing about this one is that you can barely tell it's there. It's so thin. So for people who prefer no hair or people who prefer hair, this is like in between. It's really clean, super clean. Yeah, Mafex is superior. If you have it, great. If you don't have it, and you really want it, yeah, it's pretty pricey. Okay, so let's talk about, what about this one? What about this Marvel Legends one? Well, I wanted the hair and I did the hair, and this is actually my second time doing the arm hair. I did it once, and I'll be honest, I agree with a lot of people who commented on it that I went overboard, and which I did. I kind of won that overboard, lots of hairy arm hair on the arm, but it was a bit too thick. And I'll be honest, this is actually my very, very first time painting or drawing hair on an action figure. Very, very first time. I never done it. This is first time. And was I happy with the previous results? No, I was not. But it did took me a long time, and I did it and posted up, and just want to see and hear some feedback. And people were very, very honest about it. Some people like it. Most people like it, but some people, I like those some people who told me the truth. You know, the critique, they say, yeah, you went too overboard. And I agree, I did. And some people even thought that it was too much. And I also agree. If you want to see this one versus the Mafex. And I have to say that Mafex was very, very subtle. It's nice and clean. It's very, very thin. You can barely see it. But at the same time, I kind of want to make it a little bit, you know, more noticeable. So I went a little bit more than what Mafex did. Now, also that this was based on the cartoon version. If you see the picture in the back, that's the cardboard that came with the figure. He did have some slight hair on it, and I can go that route. I just drew a few, but I just felt if you're gonna do it, just do it all the way. And I want that hairy arm look. Okay. Now let's go over how I did it. Now I'll be honest. This is only my second time doing arm hair. I'm not an expert. Okay. I'm not even good at painting. I just paint based on what I know and what I have experienced from the past couple years. I rarely even take paint commission from people. And I know a lot of people who want to buy my head sculpt, and one of the biggest reason why that turns them off is that I don't offer painted head. I rarely offer painted head. Okay? But Yeah, my mom just my mom is watching. I see my mom, Shu Lin Zhen, she's watching. Hi, Ma. 台湾好不好? Yeah, I see my mom. She's throwing me off. Anyways, so I'm not good at painting at all. So for me to offer paint advice, I'll be honest. I'm not even qualified to offer something like this. But some people like it and they want to know how, and many people have asked. I'm just gonna share anyway. Alan said Mayfac's figure are really nice. Now I got that Cyber Superman. Suck that most. Yeah, that Cyber Superman. I don't know. Mayfacs make pretty decent figure, but when you play with it, they just feel really fragile. Yeah, and you know, sometimes they get loose easily. The limbs pop off. You know, yeah, especially the cape. The cape is a mess. Well, let's go back to the arm. Let's try to focus here, okay? So, yeah. So, the arm, I'm going to tell you guys why I did it the way I did, okay? Well, first of all, I kind of just do the line based on the shape of the muscle instead of just draw a line horizontally like the way Mayfex has it. I mean, if you like it that way, it's all good. But since I kind of prefer, like, just say, for example, this piece of muscle, I would like to do just within here. And then leave a little line here and then continue more. Some people find it a little cheesy. Well, I actually like it this way. Just preference, okay? And same thing with the other side. I did do the hair one by one, hair by hair. It did take some time, okay? I also matte clear coat the arm first before I draw the little hair on it. Now, before I go over what color I use, I want to show everyone something real quick. Here's a brand new one, okay? As you can tell, the body is a little shinier because I did matte clear coat that one. Yash asked which one is better, Mayfex or Legion? Well, I have to say Mayfex is still slightly better. Okay, just because it looks cleaner. But I like my Legion because I don't like to play with my Mayfex. They feel very, very fragile. Legion, I can buy two and still it's not even the cost of one, you know. It's, yeah. Anyways, let's go over this Marvel Legend. I want everyone to look at this carefully. Hopefully my iPhone lens can catch all the detail here. If you can see, the armor is sculpted with hair already. My first attempt, when I drew the arm hair, I actually just draw lines above every sculpted hair. That's why it turned out to be kind of thick. So for people who doesn't have this figure in hand and thought that I went overboard, well, I was kind of just painting over the sculpted hair. That's it. And I have to say, you know, if you look at it, it is what it is. Did I do a good job on it? No. Because I started from here, the top of the shoulder, and by the time I finished down to here, I was really, really tired. I was so tired. My eyes was getting blurry. I can barely see. The sun went down. The lights I was using is not bright enough. And I was losing my patience. So that is one of the main reason why it turned out the way it was. And also the reason why that from there on, it just started to get very, very messy from my first attempt. Okay. Now, also you can see that why I did the way I did on that one was because if I keep on following the way that they sculpted the hair, I don't know if you can tell from the iPhone camera, it's actually quite thick and quite messy. I am pretty sure there are going to be some really good painter out there who just go out there and paint over the sculpt and make it look amazing. But like I said, I'm not that good, so I did what I did and it looks okay. If I have to give myself a score, 1 out of 10, I will honestly say like a 3. I can try to do it again and make it even better, but I don't know. I actually really tired of doing the same thing twice already, and that's 4 arms. I did it 4 times. Okay, now the color I used originally on the first attempt was actually black mixed with white, so it kind of give you that gray look. You don't want to go all black. All black will be a bit too strong, and it might turn out to be too noticeable. Even Mayfax, if you look at it, I know it's kind of hard to tell, but it's actually a bit on a darker gray. I don't know if you can notice. This is black, or darker, and this is, maybe it's black, I don't know, but to me it looks slightly on the gray side. What is that? Is that a scratch? Yep, it has a scratch. Gotta paint that. Okay, so you get the idea. Okay. I wish I have some arm hair so I know exactly how much the hair actually go above the bicep. I'll have to do some research, but based on the Marvel Legend, they didn't sculpt any hair too close to the bicep. That's why I kind of stopped where it was. I might go back and do some touch-up, who knows. Okay. Now, some people also ask, what if you dry brush? Well, what's going to happen is when you dry brush, you will be able to highlight all the hair. But as you can tell, if you like the way that these hair were sculpted, then dry brush might work. And very lucky, I'm going to show you guys dry brush live. If it looks good, then hey, we all learned something. If it doesn't, I will also show you how to wipe it off and do it again. Okay, here we go. Let's mix the paint first. We're going to use I'm going to use Vallejo and Vallejo. Okay, black and skin tone mix. Let's see how this turned out. So some people who just chime in, we're going to do a dry brush experiment. See how it turned out. Let's find my dry brush. This one seems to be dry brush quality enough. Let's give it a try. Let me clean this brush first. It has some blue because I was dry brushing the hair. Oh, by the way, the hair. I'll show you guys something funny. Originally, the Logan hair that came with was black hair. I kind of made it blue, and I also highlighted the edges. But some people still tell me to make it even more blue. So, I don't know. How blue do you want it? Okay. Let me wipe the brush. I'm just cleaning it with water. Nothing serious. I can hear my son upstairs screaming. He's funny. Love that boy. Okay, now I'm mixing the black with skin tone. Let me see if I can show you guys the color. Okay, so that was black. I mixed it already, so you can tell that it's a bit on the gray side. Okay. I'm gonna dry it up. Let's play it safe. Okay, really have any paint on it? Okay, let's try the dry brush. If it turn out good, then hey, we all learned something, right? Not sure if you guys can see it. I have to say it's not bad, huh? It did capture let's have them stand side by side. Looks pretty cool. Okay, mix a little bit more paint. Colors say it actually looked better. I agree. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Pretty natural, right? Okay. The only thing is my paint is running dry. If you guys like it, hey, we all learned something, right? Here's a little bit lighter. Not as dark. I used less paint this time. Water it down a bit more. Okay. Not bad, right? Not bad. Like I said, this figure is pretty affordable, so buy a few, you know, try and make it differently the way you want it. It's funny how we're here drawing men's hair, arm hair. Isn't that interesting? As you can tell, the top of the shoulder hair is a lot more. I didn't mix that much paint. The paint's drying up. I didn't bring out my whip painting palette. It's not bad. I have to say, not bad. You guys like it? Awesome colors. Do it. Have some fun with it. Let me mix a little bit more paint. And I'll show you guys how to clean it up in a bit. Marzak Hero? Yeah, I did. I mixed the skin tone. See, here's a black paint. I'm mixing a new batch of paint. A little bit of skin and black. So we went from black to somewhat gray, right? And a little bit of water. And drying the paint up. This is the color E. This color is slightly darker than what I did earlier. Mixing again to make it lighter. A little bit more skin tone. Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's try this. Not bad, right? Not bad. Okay. I actually like it. I might leave this one the way it is. Or do it nicely next time. I might tape it. Tape the glove. You see what happens when you dry brush is you're gonna catch on these edges. But that's not a big deal. We'll clean it up in a bit. And another good thing about doing a dry brush is that you notice here, I kind of went a little bit on the side on the muscle where there's no hair. It kind of give that 5 o'clock shadow shading looking effect. It's not a bad thing. Okay, so I'm only going to do one arm, and next time when I do the other arm, I'll put in some more effort on it. Okay, I'll definitely tape the glove. I'm gonna wash it with water because this is a water-based paint. But do it right from the beginning. Kind of tape it. You don't want the color to get on the glove. Okay. Here is the original, and here is the arm. Okay. Now let's look at this carefully. As you can tell, right here is too much paint. That's when I first started. Over here too, right? Definitely over here. And this is a big no-no. Here for sure. And here, definitely here, right? So what happened? What do you do? What do you do if you kind of dry brush a little bit too much at an area where you don't want it? Let me see what I have here. Okay, you can either use a small cotton stick, or you can use a thicker cotton stick. But try to use a new one, clean one. Clean cotton stick. Okay? And what you want to get and use is a non-acetone nail polish remover. I got this from Target down the street. That's where I bought my Wolverine from too. Okay? So what you want to do, you dip your cotton stick in there. Okay, it's wet. And you kind of just wipe it. It's kind of hard for me to see because I'm actually looking through the phone camera. Can you guys see it? You can either just clean the surface, or you can just clean the whole thing up. Okay, let's try the big one so I show you the difference. Because I know the small one, you have to get it from Hobby Shop. I believe the brand was Tamiya. Maybe there are some other brand by now that a little bit cheaper. Tamiya stuff are pretty pricey. Okay, see, acetone. Now, non-acetone nail polish remover. Okay. This time, since I'm using the bigger cotton stick, I'm gonna have to dip some extra on the napkin. Here we go back. See, that's what the mistake is, right? Too much, right? I'm just gonna wipe it. So I pretty much just clean up the whole area. And if you want, just dry brush on it again, right? And here, it's too much, right? I can dry brush again, right? The muscle part, where there's no hair, use the cleaner side. Clean it up, okay? Right? Try not to touch the glove because this nail polish remover will take the paint off. And for you to go out there and paint the glove again, it's going to be a bit of trouble to match that blue, especially you're not familiar with color matching. Okay, see? I just fixed that mistake that I did earlier, right? Hopefully you guys find this useful. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool technique to work on Marvel Legends. In case you screw up, you can always clean them up and try again. I want to say always, not always. Okay. While we're at it, I want to show something really, really cool, because some people didn't like these little, I don't know what you call it, these black dots on the face. So how to clean them up? Well, first of all, you get two different head sculpt, the Logan one and the mask version, right? You will notice that Logan has the mask version, the head is actually made out of skin tone color. So you can use the nail polish remover to remove these funny looking dots on the head, on the chin area, okay? Some people don't like it and they ask how to remove it. I will go back and dry brush a little bit more in a bit, okay? Now for the mask head, you will notice the head is actually yellow plastic. So when you use the nail polish remover, you have to be a little bit more careful. And what I mean by that is, let me put this away. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay. When you use it, try to take some of the extra off and just slightly dab onto those little black dots that you don't want. I know this will take a lot slower to do, but you don't want to use too much nail polish remover where you take the skin tone paint off and then see the yellow underneath. Does that make sense? And try to use the clean side of the con. You don't want to get the black part, the dirty black area of the con stick onto the face again. You see, I got some of them off, right? You get the idea. I mean, if you do end up doing it too much and see the yellow, it's actually not too hard to paint skin tone over yellow. It could have been a lot worse if they used black instead, but that wouldn't make any sense. Okay, anyways, so I did almost half of a face. The other side, you can still see those little black dots. If you like it, leave it, because in the picture on the cardboard from the box, it has it. But if you want to remove it, you can always use this technique. Okay, so that's that. Now for the Logan on masked head, this is much easier to do. Let me show you. You can use the big one if you want to. Okay. Clean up the excess. You don't want too much on it. Now, let's take a look. Can you guys see it? Focus, focus, focus. Right there, right? Okay. Since the head, the plastic of the head is actually skin tone to begin with, you can take it a little bit easy on it. Not have to worry as much. I just, less than 5 seconds, it's all cleaned up. Do I like this head sculpt? I'll be honest, not really. I feel that he has too much of a frown face. Kind of take away that handsome look of Logan from the anime. Maybe this is how he looked in the new animated series cartoon that's coming out in March 2024. I don't know. I haven't seen any picture of him yet. Maybe that's how he looked. I don't know. But honestly speaking, I think he looked a little different from the cartoon. His line wasn't this long down. He looks kind of weird. I don't like it. Okay. Let's go back to this one. You want to see what it looked like? Oh, let's finish up this empty area that we just cleaned up. Let's put this away. You don't want to spill this bottle. It'll be a big no-no with everything you have on the table, right? Let's see if my paint dried up or not. Oh, pretty much dried up. Still got some. Dry brush. Use effed up brush. Okay, let's see. If you're patient, you can just go back and use that same nail polish remover technique and clean up all the hair area that you don't like, right? If you're patient. Oh, I don't have patience. Hence, that's probably the reason why I don't paint for people, because painting requires a lot of patience. Okay, so you get the idea. It's not bad. It's not bad compared to just draw it on manually. Not gonna lie, I prefer this a little bit more, but that's just my opinion. This is easier. This is much easier. This took me a long time to do, and some people don't like it. Well, I personally like it. I like it. I think it was all right. But this, much easier, much faster. It does look more natural, I have to admit. It does look more natural. Maybe I'll master how to paint hair on arms one day. I wouldn't say master, but improve it. Practice makes it better, right? So the more you practice, the better you get. Okay? Versus no hair and painted arm hair. Okay? Let's see what it looked like with the shoulder armor back on. Oh, by the way, if you like it and you're happy with it and you finalize it, that's the way it's going to be, and you don't want the paint to smear because we use some finger oil from time to time, you can spray with matte clear just to seal it, so it will stay on there. Depends on what brand you use. If you don't like it one day, something happened, you can always use nail polish remover to remove it. Q, if you like dry brush technique, yeah, definitely go with it. I have to say it's easier. It's definitely much easier. And I am pretty sure there are going to be some guy online that can do it much, much better. Well, this is how it is. $25 figure, and you bring those detail out. Turned out to be pretty cool. Okay, so you put the shoulder armor back on. There you go. Not bad, right? Okay, let's pop the head back on. No hair with arm hair. Pretty sweet. Logan's a hairy guy. Yeah, he is. He's a hairy guy. He's short. Short, okay? Hugh Jackman is a great actor, but he's not my Wolverine. I don't know how many times I had to say that, but it might piss off a lot of people. He's a cool guy. I mean, he's really good looking too. Very handsome, great build, tall. Yeah, and he's such a great actor. I watch almost all his movie, but Wolverine every single time I still watch it just because his Wolverine movie is Wolverine. You gotta watch it, you know, gotta support Wolverine. But he's not my Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds, on the other hand, yeah, he was born to do Deadpool. Q, you asked to see both. Which both? What do you mean by both? He would make a good Sabretooth. Yeah. Yeah. You know who I think will be a really good Logan? Many people tell me that he can't act. I really don't care if he can act or not. If he look like it, that's already more than 50% win for me. What's his name? Clint Eastwood's son, the little Eastwood Jr. Oh, that guy. He's good looking and he got the Wolverine build. I have to say, yeah, he's not 5'3", short, but he sure isn't 6'4" like Hugh Jackman. Okay. Oh, here's another thing that everyone been asking. Put your Jim Lee head on. Yeah, okay, I'll put it on. I'll put the Jim Lee head on real quick. I haven't got a chance to paint them yet, but let's see. Where did I put them? Okay, here's the first Jim Lee Logan head. On the Marvel Legend. Pretty sweet. I might paint them up hopefully tonight before I sleep. Okay. And here's the other version. This one's more of a Jim Lee and Mark Silvestri inspired. The newer version with more detail on it. Danny DeVito, get out of here. He was born to play Penguin in Penguin. Harry Potter, yes, Harry Potter, yeah. Daniel, yes, Daniel. I can totally see that. Yeah, for like a Logan childhood. You know why I like what's his name? Is this Scott? Is that Scott? Clint Eastwood? Clint Eastwood's son is Scott Eastwood, is it? The reason why I thought that Scott would play, well, I don't know if his name is Scott or not, but the little Eastwood, if he played Wolverine Logan and he had his dad play the future past Logan in the same movie, how cool would it be? They both have the same face. That's why I thought it would have been a perfect. It would be a perfect. Yeah, his name's Scott, right? Yeah, he's pretty hot too. He's a good-looking guy. Okay. Yeah, here's the Jim Lee inspired Wolverine mask head versus the one that came with, yeah, Scott Eastwood. He has no charisma. You just can't win everybody's heart. Yeah, here's the original one. I like this one. This one is probably the best Wolverine masked head I have seen straight from the show. From Hasbro, I mean. From Hasbro. Hi, Arturo. How you doing? Yeah. It's a great sculpt. One of the best. I really like it. Got the skinny face. Yeah, the sharp chin. It's a really good Wolverine. It got the mask that's flared out all the way. But is it perfect? No, it's not. It has some flaws, and I'm not going to mention the flaws here because I'm going to create one with some of our sculptor to make it a little bit more anime accurate. But as for now, I have to say it's a really good head that come with the figure. Yeah, but here's a Jim Lee head, Jim Lee mask head. Do I have the X-Force? I hope they make the X-Force version on this body. That would be so cool. X-Force is my favorite Wolverine. Here's the X-Force with the little arch coming down in the middle. Mask. Yep, that's for another time. Well, of course, we got the angry one with the teeth. That's X-Force too. But yeah, I'm going to paint this up. Hopefully tonight. To match this orangey looking skin tone, it's going to be something else. But yeah, today we went over dry brushing the arm. If you like this, yeah, go for it. It's pretty easy to do, right? You know, dry brush. Just make sure you get the color right. Don't use black. You kind of want to go between black and skin tone, okay? That's the key. That's the goal, okay? Are you selling the Jim Lee mask head? Yeah, message me. Yeah, this head is available. I think I have a few. I have maybe somewhere around 5 or 6 of them left, okay? There hasn't been a really good Wolverine figure since Mayfex, so I stopped creating these. But yeah, we have 4 or 5 from the 5 or 6 maybe from the last Mayfex run. Mayfex and Marvel Legends, they run around the same size. Now, compared to Mayfex original size versus my is slightly smaller. I don't know if you can tell the difference here. Mine is slightly smaller. Actually, the height's about the same if we compare chin to the top of the head. Okay, but mine is more narrow. Mayfex one is a bit more on the wider side, right? As you can see, it's a really nice sculpt too. Mayfex. Oh no, there's a pig here, or else I will put the Mayfex one on here for you. It's pretty cool too. It has that big wide mask that flare out, like the one that came with this figure. Okay. How about Marvel Legend head on the Mayfex? Let's try that. Yeah, see, that's not bad too. That's definitely not bad. It's a very handsome face. I love it. And the mask flare out too. Look like they belong to each other. Yeah. Okay. The Mayfex one, the Jim Lee on Mayfex, it definitely work. Definitely. I usually use this one for the yellow tiger suit version. But you know what? I never put this one on this body. Sit a little higher. Yeah, it's a very good looking Logan. Yeah, Mayfex is way too wide, right? Yeah, I do agree. I think from some comic cover from back in the days, some artists did drew mask head like this. So I wouldn't say it's inaccurate. Nothing wrong with being a little bit on the wider side. It is the way it is. Can you narrow it down? Oh, let me see. Probably nope. You can't. You can't make it any more narrow. You can't really squeeze it. It's a solid head. Yeah, it's a nice head though. It's a very nice head. I kind of like it. Okay. What about the animated Logan? Oh, that's not bad too. You give him a red samurai sword. You know, you got yourself a, what's his name? Frank Miller Wolverine, right? Is it Frank Miller who did it? I think so. I forgot who did the art. That little run where he fight with the ninjas. But this is not bad. Yes, Carlos. I'll show you a Batman soon. Gotta finish those pouches. Almost there. Okay. Yeah. Good night, Carlos. Yeah. Other than that, anything else you guys want to see? If not, I'm gonna log off soon. Okay. Let me put the head back on. Maybe I'll do the other arm too. I know some people want to see it. Might as well. Since the night is still young. 9:20. I know a lot of people have to go to work tomorrow. So do I. I have to get some more shipping prepare. Okay, I'm gonna do the other arm just for those people who missed out. And for anyone who already saw it, go ahead, have some fun. Go give it a try and see what happened. Okay. Good night, Ken. Okay. Back to the paint board. Paint palette. A little bit of skin mixed with black. A little bit of water. Create more paint. A little bit more skin. I like that gray. That's the color I was chasing after. Okay, I'm holding a phone and mixing at the same time. It's kind of... And then get the extra paint off. And slowly. Let's see if the left side works the same as the right. Sometimes they sculpt it differently. Okay. See, this time I kind of do it a little bit lightly. If you like this effect, if this is the thin, how thin you want it to be, then just leave it the way it is. If you want it thicker, just go over a little bit more. Okay. Rotate the arm a bit to get into the lower area. When you dry brush, make sure you dry brush up and down, not left and right. Okay. There you go. Pretty natural looking, right? Not bad. Okay, dip a little bit more paint. Wipe it off. Let's do a little bit more. I know I replied someone who asked on Instagram if dry brush worked, and I say no. I'm gonna have to go back and tell them yes, it does work. Totally work, right? Oh, that was you? Q? Sorry. I replied too fast. Well, I'm glad that we're all watching this together, right? Yeah, I know. Sometimes I reply a little too fast. I should have tried it first. I'm glad you're here watching it with us. It works, right? Give it a shot. I'm the guinea pig. You see it? Like I said, you might want to tape this area, because I don't know if you can tell, some of the paint went on the glove. It's not too noticeable because we're dry brushing it. Okay. Here, there's still some hair here too. Towards the edges. It's really hard to get it on. Oh, slowly. Yep, it's there. Cool. Q, you're so awesome. You proved me wrong. Yeah, you did. It's all good. It's all good. I'm glad you did. Yeah, we all can learn something together, right? I'm so glad that I get to see you on Instagram and Facebook. Sometimes some people follow me on Facebook and they don't follow me on Instagram, vice versa. And then I have to reply to them twice just to get the point across. Okay, I put some nail polish remover to clean up the area that I went overboard from earlier. Yep. Not bad, right? Not bad. I think this one a little bit too much too. Okay. Oops. It wasn't in the video. There you go. Let's see. Does the left look the same as the right? The right seems to be more messier, huh? Second time's always better than the first, right? See, it's not perfect right here. It's a little bit too much. I will have to go back and use the thinner one to kind of just do some touch up. but you get the idea. It's very doable, and this is something that I'm pretty sure after this video, a lot of people gonna give it a shot, and hopefully you guys, your arm hair turned out better than mine. Yeah. Do I want a hairless arm? I don't know, maybe, but I think Wolverine should always have hair. Yeah, that looks good. I don't know if you guys follow X-Force Wolverine, the comic. Yeah, this one. Such a beautiful figure. X-Force, the story was drew and painted, digitally painted and drawn by Clayton Crane. Yeah, he was my all-time favorite. The guy is amazing. His art is so clean and so much detail. The first couple of pages of the panel, comic panel, he even draw the reflection highlights of the hair in white around the edges. If you look at the comic, oh, it blew my mind too. That hair, those hair, must have. Yeah, huge inspiration on Wolverine's long hair, hairy arms. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Make sure when you put the arm back, the shoulder pad back, okay, it's pretty self-explanatory when you look at it. The bigger part goes to the back. The small one goes to the front, okay? So usually I like to pop the big one in the back first and then the small one in. Just make sure they go in all the way. So ZC comic is cute. Awesome. Then you're multitasking. I'm over here painting Wolverine, speaking through iPhone and getting mosquito bite at the same time. There's so many mosquito in California. It's crazy. Okay. Another thing you want to do, if you want, okay, I do prefer, because I do have to admit that this body is way too shiny. Get a matte clear coat. Just kind of hold it at the feet. The glove and the boots, I don't really care. But the leg and the arm, especially the body, it's very, very plastic. Yeah, it's hard plastic. I think the leg feels more like the bendable ABS plastic material, but this is definitely the hard plastic. So get a mat to match the leg. Yeah, you don't want a shiny looking body. Okay, there's another thing that I wanted to do. Highlights the black with a little bit of blue, but that's more later on. I don't know if you can tell. I kind of give him a little bit of the 5 o'clock shadow. Is it necessary? I will say no. Did I do a good job? I will also say no. But yeah, now you can see this 2 arm. Oh, that's very hairy. It turned out to be very hairy, huh? Yep. So yeah, it depends how heavy you want it. You know, if you don't want it that heavy, just kind of go light coat on it with a dry brush. Hey Tony, do you do any more Gundam? I do. Okay, I do. Probably 1 to 3 Gundam per year, but I'm still buying like no tomorrow. I love Gundam, but every time I buy one, I already know that they're just going to go to the pile of never built area section in my home. Okay, yeah, I love Gundam. There's still a few of them that I'm waiting. Yeah, so here's the Wolverine. I still need to clean up his face. Still see those little black dots. Yep, I look forward to see the cartoon releasing soon. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to take anyone's time any further. If you guys want to share this video, feel free to share. This is a great figure, definitely a great figure. You want to see how great it is? Let me show you another thing I want to mention before I get off the live video. Look at this. I don't know if Hasbro have ever done this before, but to me, this is really thoughtful. They put the black joint to match with the black line from top to bottom. That is, wow. That's love right there. That's love. Okay, that's love. Yep, other than that, it's a great figure. It's a really, really great figure. I wish they give us that torso rotation like Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man body, instead of this same old app crunch thing. But hey, this is already an improvement from the previous one. If they want to milk us with the next Wolverine, do it. It's Wolverine. I'm gonna buy them all. Okay, I'm gonna buy them all. All right, guys. It's Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday. A lot of people have to go back to work. I will see you guys later. Good night, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.